Live. Preparing to live stream the meeting.
Meeting is now streaming on YouTube.
Liberty is ready to go. I should probably silence my phone. Hey, there we go. There it is. It is live right now. Cool. Alright, so we're live. If I go to speaker view, does it go back?
I see myself.
Yeah.
I like how you can see both our screens. I forgot you could do that.
Yeah. Okay. You ready to get started?
Yeah. Um, if I share my screen, does the whole window, does it switch away from gallery view?
I
Okay.
believe so. I
Okay.
believe so. And I'm going to start by trying to do exactly that to get our themes together. So, welcome everybody to the 5th MOJO Mini Jam. I'm super excited about this. We are working remotely this time, as you can see, and we have a new way of generating ideas for this mini jam. We're going to try this, see how it works, come up with something cool. If you want to just see what we came up with, as soon as this video is done, we will, of course, cut our client pitch, which goes at the end of the mini jam, where we pitch to our quote-unquote client who has presented us with this game idea, our idea for their game, what we came up with. And the client gets to decide whether we get the job or not based on our trial version. So, it'll be fun. Let's try it. Let me stick this over here. And, oh, no. Hold on. Alright. Let's try it. Share screen. Boom. Okay. Can you see my screen?
I can. It made it auto full screen. So
Great. Alright. So we're going to be using the Pictionary word generator to generate our word, and then we will be adding some modifiers from our modifier list. So, first things first, are you ready for our word?
I believe I am.
Alright, our word is irrational. So, then we need to get a random number from 1 to 7 for modifier A. That would be 5. Musical, okay. Irrational, musical. And that means musical in the Broadway sense of the term, as in a story told through music where the actors are singing and potentially dancing. Alright, we need 1 through 10 for modifier B, and that's going to be 10 wildcards. We can do what we want with that. The client does not know the genre of the game yet. They just know that it is going to be an irrational musical. And the actual gameplay type will be musical. All right, and that means musical in the sense that the gameplay itself is musical. All right.
All right.
So, based on our client's insane description to us, how do you think this game will turn out? Let's talk a little bit about what we think the vision for the game is, and then we will go from there.
Cool. All right, so I already have a song I hear in my head about, titled "Irrational," right? So I'm imagining building out from that. So I can do a quick song, right? A little number, and we can have that be a piece of a plot device in a game. So can you explain more what you think we could do with the musical gameplay?
Yeah, so for that would be something like the actual gameplay elements themselves modify the music in some way, or are synced to the beat. So we could do anything from like having to hit dance steps to a certain beat, or having to like press buttons to a certain beat, something like that. Or it could be sort of the chime style game where there's a song playing, and as you move pieces into place of the puzzle, then you know the music changes based on the puzzle pieces, and you could do something like as the music gets faster, the gameplay gets harder, any of that style.
Cool.
We could make it it could be a choreography game where this is a some sort of irrational musical like Broadway show that's coming out, and you are the nutty choreographer coming up with uh, you know moves and trying to teach the cast what to do.
How about an MMO musical game where everybody has roles and you have to like dance along and
Nice.
we could do the choreographer role, which
Okay.
you know, okay, so let's think about implementation and
Yeah.
how we can combine that. So I'm thinking we can um uh sorry, the voices in the back are distracting me.
No
Um
worries.
um so we can have sound effects that have to be kind of like synced up. You know how GarageBand or not GarageBand, Rock Band, like if you hit the note, it plays the note, and if you don't, it misses it, and you can just have a really bad sounding performance based on that. This could be like that. Um, so we could potentially have uh, musical having like the what's it called, the sound effects kind of be representative of your performance.
Yeah. I'm thinking as far as environment goes, I don't know that there are going to be a lot of environmental sound effects. Like if you're in a theater setting, other than the natural sounds of people walking around or stage stuff going on, like the focus really isn't on how the environment sounds. The
Yeah.
focus is more on the performance, the singers, the actors, dancers, stuff like that. Um, However, in this game, I'm sound effects wise, I'm more thinking like UI sound effects,
Hmm.
where like yeah, if you get a step wrong, you get some sort of silly indicator, even just like a buzzer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Everybody, do not chew on that. You could even do. Oh, how about audience reactions? What if I just
Yeah. That's
uh, maybe that's a good thing to highlight is I'll put together a couple of audience reactions, people like reacting a certain way, cheering, booing, that kind of stuff. I actually might already have samples for that, so it might be
Yeah,
pretty simple on my end.
perfect in reaction to your quality, and streaks of
Yeah,
moves and performance.
yeah.
I like that.
Okay. How about this? Just to simplify it down. What if we did? Let's do a quick musical number. Just a single. It could be a 2-minute musical number with vocals, and I want you to, if you're going to sing it, if you want me to sing it, I can. If you want to sing it, you can. Um, we need a vocal that's going really well, a vocal that's going okay, and one that's going poorly. And we'll put a little knob in there in the game that just crossfades between those so that as the dancers kind of screw up, whoever's singing also sounds bad.
That's perfect. Yeah.
So we've got one musical number with 3 levels of vocal performance, and then we've got crowd reactions, and that's all we're gonna do in this hour.
Perfect.
Okay, right. Ready for me to start the timer?
Yep, I am.
Okay, an hour and 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Okay, so do you want to get started on writing the music? I'll do crowd stuff, and then if you want to delegate any of the musical tasks to me, let me know.
All right, sounds good.
I'm also gonna do the Wise implementation first.
Cool. I just titled it Irrational.
Irrational it is. Okay, so I may end up having to just do a whole lot of recording crowd sounds.
That's fine. It's going to take me a little while to even get started with the music. I'm doing lyrics right now, so.
Okay. Keep it simple. All right. I'm going to talk through, for the audience's sake, what I am doing here. So let me go ahead and share my screen and show the empty project as I imagine it. All right. So this is a Wise session that I've been using for a bunch of things. I just opened it in case we needed other pieces of it. I can drag them in. So we've got our crowd sound effects container. This is a blend container. This is sort of what I put at the end of the chain for master sending to audio buses. Inside we've got a simple switch container that contains all of the, oh, that's good. Just messing up my views. It's fine. We're okay. This is going well. There we go. All right. So we got this switch container that has the audience response, and it's based off of the switch group performance quality, which has 3 states: good, mediocre, and poor. So for the good state, of course, our audience response will be applause. For mediocre, we'll maybe put some murmurs in there. And for poor performances, we want boos. And we can expand this out later. You know, in a real game like this, I would probably have a little bit more complex association with the state, and actually have it track something like a game parameter here, where you could have a sliding scale from 0 to 100. But for our sake, we're just going to put these 3 in. Makes it easy. For the music, and there are no sounds in yet, these are just random containers so that I can put in applause sound effects, boos sound effects, and murmur sound effects, and it'll randomly sort of switch between them so that you don't get the same boos, the same murmurs, the same applause every single time. For the music, we're going to go over to interactive music mode. We have a songs container. If there were multiple songs, I would maybe stick them all in this container. We could have a playlist, go through them. You know, you go through the whole musical sort of one number at a time. Nothing's repeating or, you know, branching or anything like that. Again, if we were doing much more complex implementation, we could do branching for things like if musical numbers are totally failed, you kind of end them soon, or somebody gets the words wrong, or the band transitions to the wrong thing. Like, there's all sorts of funny, cool stuff you could do with a sort of comedy musical game. But for us, we'll have a musical number here. I'm going to have Alex bounce the instrumental track separate from the vocal, and the instrumental track will go one way. If he ends up writing something that needs multiple tracks here, that's cool too. We can always redo this implementation based on what he comes up with, but this is the basics. And then we discussed having a vocal that changes based on the performance quality. So like I said before, with the crowd response, that'll respond to this performance quality parameter. So will the vocal. If performance quality is set to good, you get a nice, strong vocal that sounds great. Mediocre, you're going to get one that maybe sounds a little shaky, a couple of notes off, or just doesn't sound confident. And then poor is going to be like not good quality at all. And it will seamlessly switch between these, staying synced up with the music as we go from state to state. So that's my idea for implementation. If any other features come up in the next 52 minutes, I will put them in. We've figured out, though, that for a high-pressure workflow, it makes a lot of sense to just throw the implementation together first before you even start working on sounds. So that's what I'm working on. Now I'm going to go source some sounds, put some things together in my Reaper session, and throw them into Wise and see what happens. All right, so that's what I'm doing. Back to the main screen. Again, we are writing music and sound effects for a game came up with randomly generated words. Our theme is Irrational. It is a musical in the Broadway sense, and the gameplay is musical. So we've imagined a musical that somehow is irrational. Maybe it's irrational theme, maybe it's a absurd setting, and the gameplay itself is musical, meaning you're going to be playing the singers and dancers trying to perform the musical itself. go get some crowd sounds. I actually have medieval crowd sounds, but I don't know if they're going to work for this, so I need to go listen to them. I have a sound effect of people being like sick and coughing and spitting and stuff. If the music is really bad, maybe we'll put that one in. Alright. I also have bar and pub crowds. Not what we're looking for. Okay. I'm gonna make my own crowd sounds. I should probably have set a mic up before this, but alright. Let's just do it, you know? Alright, I gotta go set up a mic. Alright. I also gotta put the dog down. Okay. Good. All right. We're gonna switch this to minutes, seconds, and frames. This is going to be the most tedious part of this whole thing. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. do 6 regions, 5 variations for each thing. My mouse is acting funky. Great. All right, to make this quick, I will do 5 pleased, 5 murmur, 5 boo. It'll take me about 1 minute and 30 seconds for each, and then I'll just get through as many layers as I can. Let's just see how it goes. Okay. You know what? I'm going to switch my mic to the one that I'm using to record. No, I'm not. You just have to watch and let's see what happens. There's my microphone over there, and there's a good view of the dog while we're doing this. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right. Gotta move the dog out. Okay, all right. Sorry. Goodbye, Barky. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, now murmurs. I don't know. Ooh, he doesn't sound that great, does he? Wow, what do you think he's what's happening? What's going on? What's happening? What is that? What's happening? What is it? What's he doing? This is not good, not good, not good. Okay, now booze. Boo! 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 Cool. Save that and move on to the next position, which I'm going to do from over here, standing this way, not facing the mic. Okay. Take my headphones off to be able to not rattle around. Okay. Murmurs. What's that? What's happening? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. Oh no. What's happening? Stop. Oh. Oh no. Okay, now booze. Boo! 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 You suck! Boo! 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 Great. Okay, for anybody who just witnessed that and has no idea what's going on, I'm recording crowd sounds in layers for our musical game. And I'm doing 5 takes of 3 different types of sounds, potentially across 10 people. So it's a lot of audio, but I can bounce it really fast. I'm going to go stand in another position in the room and do claps, murmurs, and boos, trying to sound like different people, different positions, different stuff like that. Okay. Next one I'm going to do sitting down. Maybe with a blanket, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm also trying to simulate different sound environments. So, hence the blanket. Okay, murmurs. Is this what he's supposed to be singing? Was that right? Is he singing the right thing? Is that, are we sure about that? Oh my gosh. Look at what just happened. Oh my goodness. Shh. Okay. Shh. Okay, now booze. Ooh, No. Stop. Okay, nope. That's terrible. This is bad. Boo! 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 Okay, another position done. Let's do another one. 3 layers done, now we're going to 4. I'm going to do this one similar, sitting on the ground, and I'm going to try to do everything in this one higher pitch and clap differently. Okay. Okay, murmurs. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, oh no, okay. okay. Okay, now booze. Oh no! Boo! 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 This is terrible. You guys suck. Get off the stage. Quit your job. You should quit. You're terrible at this. Boo! Stop! I want a refund. Alex, are you talking? Okay. Alex looks like he's talking, but he is performing or something. All right. Another layer. Here we come. Okay, I gotta think of what I'm gonna do. Okay, I got some ideas. I'm gonna be on the other side of the room. Murmurs. Okay. I don't know. This does not seem like a good performance to me. Oh no. Oh no. Is he supposed to do that? Is that what's supposed to happen? Okay, booze. Boo! 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 You are terrible! Get off the stage! Boo! 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 This is awful! No! Boo! Boo! Next. I'm going to switch screens and share my session so you can see what I am looking at. This is my current screen. I am recording by person here. So you see there's this mic over here. Oh, I gotta switch it to the right input. You'd think I would have done that before. You'd be right. But not in this case. Alright, so I got this mic over here. It is a shotgun mic, really colors the sound off axis. So I'm just trying some different stuff. Alright, and I've got my regions up here. The first 5 are claps, the next 5 are murmurs, the last 5 are boos. Here I go. From another spot in the room this time. You know what? I'm going to move the mic and start getting some different sounds that way. Alright, here we go. Woohoo! Yeah! Woo-hoo! Ah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo! Woo! Woo-woo! Woo-woo! Okay, murmurs. Ooh. 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 Mm-mm. No. This is not going well. This is not going well. Was he supposed to do that? Is this supposed to sound like this? This is not good. Okay, now booze. Boo! 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 You suck! You're terrible! Boo! 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 Okay, and person 7. Did I do all these? I forget. Okay, person number 7. Just go from right here. Okay, murmurs. Ooh, well, I've seen worse. I don't know. Oh boy. Okay, alright. Well, yeah. Is he supposed to? Is that supposed to be like that? What's happening? Is this supposed to be? What's the point? Okay, and booze. Boo. 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 Okay, I have no idea if any of these are good, but we're gonna keep trying. Back to this camera, because why not? Got 3 more people to record, and then we're gonna bounce it all real quick. Okay. Here. Murmurs. Is this supposed to be happening? What's happening? What's booze. Okay, 2 more. So like 3 more minutes of this, and then I'll move on to something else. Okay. I don't even remember what. I don't know what to do. Ready? And booze. Boo! 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 One more. I'm gonna do this one from my desk. Because why not? Last one. Oh. Ow! Murmurs. What's that? What's that? What is he supposed to be? Is this in the script? What's going on? What's happening? Is this part of the script? What? Did I pay money to see this? What's happening? What's he doing? What? Why is this even happening? Are those the right notes? Is he singing the right thing? Is this part of the? Did the drummer mess him up? It's always the drummer's fault. It's always the drummer's fault. Did the drummer mess him up again? That drummer is terrible. The drummer's throwing the whole thing off. It's always the drummer. Now booze. Boo! Boo! I know it's the drummer's fault, but boo! Dude, fire the drummer! It'll make you better! Nope! No! Boo! 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 Fire your drummer! Boo! Boo! This musical is terrible! Ah! Okay. Done with those. Okay. Wait. Oh, no, that was only 9 of them.
That note you just sang is the key that everything's in.
That's really funny.
Flat.
I think I need a new mouse. I feel like this one keeps double clicking when I don't mean it to. All right, just time check, Alex. We're at 12 minutes and 58 seconds.
Okay, so I'm about ready to deliver everything.
Why do I hear your voice double like an alien?
Hold on. Do you hear it now? Cool. Okay. So yeah, so I'm about ready to bounce everything. I'm just cleaning up some harmonies. So I'm going to get you a first version, and then I want to try to give you a cleaned up version.
I'm about to render 135 files out of Reaper all at once. Let's see how this goes. I should probably save before I... Okay, we're good. That went very quickly, actually. Now let's put them in... I'm going to redo that.
All right, files are uploaded. What you're getting is an intro, which is like free time. All right, so those all are lined up. So there's an intro accompaniment, intro, bad, medium, and good. And then there's a song for the main chorus part, which is at 117 BPM. And that is all lined up too. So it should just flow into each other like these one song. But it was easier for me to bounce it like this. So
Wait, okay, so it's an intro and then a song?
yeah, but you could just put them all in the same like container, whatever. It's basically free time at the beginning for the intro. They're all lined up though,
Okay.
and they are all uploaded now.
Okay. Okay. And it's, okay.
Yep.
Great.
Mashable. It might not seem so rational.
I hear that.
Is
I'm excited already.
yeah.
So I'm very close on implementation. I'm moving files around right now in Wise. And we're going to run out of time. Person 5. Boo. Person 5. Clap. Person 5. Murmur. Person 6. Boo. Person 6. Clap.
Okay, Chase, I've got a accompaniment second version 2 coming over just to replace the other file. That's all. And I am good. Need anything in the last 15 seconds.
Okay. I just need to move a lot of files down and put yours in. The implementation's ready, it just doesn't have any files in yet because I'm still downloading. There we go. Okay. Alright. Our timer is out. So now let's see how much overtime we need. Okay, let me close that for a sec. What can we talk about while I finish moving files into place?
I didn't get to do the ending of the song, but that's okay. Might be able to do it in like, you're gonna take like 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
If I can get it.
Okay, the song is in. I don't know how it sounds when we play it, but that's part of the fun, right?
Exactly.
Alright, I need like 2 more minutes to finish putting the applause in place. You know, I feel like a lot of game audio is just file management. You know? Especially for the sound effects people. It's just making sure everything goes in the right spot.
Yep.
Okay. Let's try it.
But does what I say make sense with the what's it called? The implementation.
I think so. Just a sec. I realize I set something up a little bit differently than how I did it.
Line.
All right. Okay, let's see what happens. Hold on. Oh, I need to give us more time next time to set the session up, because that's not good. The song is good though. I like it. All right. Well, should we just go for it? See what we get?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. We can walk through any mistakes here as well. So, let me go ahead and share this, Let me just make sure. Can you hear that? Could you hear that or no?
Yeah.
Great. All right. So let's start with the song and see how we do. We'll start with a mediocre performance.
Learning is hard.
It
I
might
don't
not
like
seem
it.
I know what just happened. I don't know what just happened.
All the music get triggered.
Yeah.
Learning is Learning is hard. I don't like it. You always play your big word cards, and I'm left in the schoolyard. So I'll make up my words and divide them into thirds, so I can make myself
Did it switch to the good
feel
quality
smart.
vocal there?
I'm not sure, but the piano is off by like a little bit.
Okay.
Like, wait.
Mashable, it might not seem so rational. I think it might go national. I use it all the time. Banoodle, it tastes like toaster strudel. You bet your big caboodle, these words are not a crime. Talubid, it's kinda like an eyelid. You'll find it in a big squid. It makes all their enzymes. Jalevious, the opposite of devious, an important ingredient to any dish sublime.
So that was all the good
Okay.
performance.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop our pitch here to our dear client, and I want to do a quick run through of some of the things that I think we would do with more time, but because we're out of time, we're not going to necessarily do. Although it might be worth doing these later and then, sort of posting what it would look like. But let me just run through a couple of things real quick. So first off, with the music, the way I have it set up, it's set up in this sequence container, and you sort of trigger from the intro to the musical number. Now you said the piano's off. I'm not sure exactly why. I do have the files lined up properly, but it's possible maybe they were bounced in
Weird.
different place from each other or something. Let's see.
Learning is hard. I don't like it. You always play your big word card. Yeah, ooh, so good.
Learning is hard, I don't like it. You always play your big word cards, and I'm left in the schoolyard.
I think the opposite.
Learning is hard, I don't like it. You always play.
Yeah. Anyway, the other problem is what I should do here is actually have separate voices with, like I said in the beginning, that real-time controller, and have them blend based on that. So I'll just show a quick example. So I could have this voice volume blend based on a game parameter, like performance quality, and up here, as performance quality increases, let's say at like the 60% mark, we switch it over there, and I would just yeah, like that. Right. And then we could define those transitions for each thing, so it would kind of blend over. Or we could even, make a little blend container there. The one thing I don't want to do is have two voices step on each other. But that's how this really should work, is those thresholds rather than using that game state switch. Same thing with the musical number, again, instead of using this switch container. And the reason for that is when I start playing the track, it's stuck in one of the things, and if I switch our state here to from good to mediocre, it doesn't switch. It would wait until the next time you trigger it and play that thing, which makes sense. There may be a way to change that, but I'm completely blanking on how. Oh, I see. So again, I would, instead of using a switch container, I could use these containers and define voice volumes at each one. That actually may be even a better way to do it. But anyway, I don't want to get too bogged down in there. With the crowd response, so what I essentially did was, the reason I bounced whatever it was, 135 files, is because I as you could see, I walked around the room simulating booing, clapping, and murmuring to sort of simulate responses to a good, mediocre, and poor performance. And for each quote-unquote person in the audience, in this 9-person audience, I have 5 variations on their reaction. So, building up sounds that way, it's cool and it's modular. It may not be the best for performance in the game. It may actually be better to just predefine a couple of those, but I kind of wanted to stretch and see what I could come up with there. And I think it sounds relatively cool. I do think you need to trigger it multiple times to get a big audience, or claps, because one sounds about like this. If I just hit it a bunch of times, I also think the hooting and hollering and wooting needs to be separate from the claps. When those show up and you hear it kind of fluttering and echoing, that's not great. The one thing I was going to do here, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I kind of like the way how it could work with tapping the button, for more, because it's almost like you could series of things in a row that each trigger it, so it's lit just very one-to-one of how much it's stacking up.
Yeah, you totally could. Yeah, and here's the murmurs as well. You hear the one go, I don't know. In the boos, I have one that says person 9 keeps insisting that you fire the drummer. It's the drummer's fault, even though there's no drummer in this song. But so what I would have wanted to do as well is place them in a space. I don't know if this game has a predefined theater or something like that, but it'd be really cool and totally possible within the structure here to define a reverb for a specific theater. Maybe in the game you graduate your production from a small 50 audience theater to 100 to 500 to 1,000 to Madison Square Garden or whatever, and it'd be really cool to have the same sort of parameters and triggers able to be used for those different spaces, and just route them to different buses, have different amounts of people in the crowd, and just really make it responsive to the game environment in that sense. And again, that's totally possible. It's just not possible in an hour. So I tried to create a slice of that, and yeah, I think that's where we got. And any other thoughts, Alex?
No, that was fun. I was getting tense with the lyrics there, just on Rhyme Dictionary,
Yeah.
Spam them out. The fact that it was irrational helped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can read the lyrics here.
Yes.
Card, I don't like it. You always play your big word cards. I'm left in the schoolyard. So I'll make up my words and divide them into thirds so I can make myself feel smart.
Nice. I'm just going to play the song through and then we can wrap it up.
Sweet.
Mashable, it might not seem so rational. I think it might go national. I use it all the time. Banoodle, it tastes like toaster strudel. You bet your big caboodle, these words are not a crime. Talubid, it's kinda like an eyelid. You'll find it in a big squid. It makes all their enzymes. Jalevious, the opposite of devious, an important ingredient to any dish sublime.
And then there's going to be an outro. These are some of my words that are just as good as any other. Though you and your mother might not know them, at least I feel smarter than you.
We should really, beef up the production on this and put it out as a track.
Totally.
I think that'd be great. So, all right, cool. Well, that wraps up Mojo Mini Jam number 5. We are done. We went 10 minutes overtime, and this is what we got. I think we learned some stuff. We got some cool things out there, and this is another one where it'd be really cool to just spend a little time doing the cleanup work and put out a demo that really showcases the idea.
Yeah, that's. I keep thinking if we had 30 minutes more or 1 hour more, the be extremely more refined.
Yeah.
And does this mean we could just write a whole musical that's in 2 days?
Maybe we should try it.
24-hour game, 48-hour game or musical jam.
Yeah.
That's actually it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching.